Hello, everyone, and welcome back to English Unlocked. I am your host, the teacher, and with me is my amazing co host, Lucy. Hi, Lucy.
Hi everyone, it's great to be back. Today's episode is one of my favorites because it's all about something every English learner dreams of, thinking in English.
Yes, absolutely. Thinking in English is a game changer. When you can think in the language you are learning, everything becomes easier. Speaking, listening, writing, you name it. But let's be real, it's not easy to get there. So, in this episode, we will talk about why it's so hard, how to make the shift, and some fun strategies you can try today.
And stay tuned because at the end we will share an exercise that will help you practice thinking in English, step by step.
That is so true. So, let's start with a big question. Why is it so hard to think in English? One of the main reasons is that your brain is naturally wired to think in your first language.
That's right. Your brain has spent years, maybe decades, building connections in your native language. So when you learn English, it's like carving a new path through the forest. It takes time.
Exactly. And here's the thing, if you're constantly translating everything from your native language to English, you're slowing yourself down. That's why you might feel stuck or frustrated when you're trying to speak fluently.
Another reason, I guess, is fear. Fear of making mistakes. If you're too focused on getting everything perfect, it's harder to let your thoughts flow naturally in English.
Yes, I think I agree with you. And we will talk more about how to overcome that fear later. But first, let's dive into some strategies that will help you think in English more naturally. One of the simplest ways to start thinking in English is to narrate your day. For example, when you're brushing your teeth, think to yourself, I'm brushing my teeth. The toothpaste is minty. Or when you're making breakfast, I'm cracking an egg. The pan is hot. Do you understand? So try to talk to yourself while doing everything at home.
I love that. It's like having a mini English conversation in your head all day long. And the more you do it, the more natural it feels.
Absolutely. At first, it might feel strange, but it's a great way to build that habit of thinking in English. Another fun strategy, though, is to label objects around your house in English. I know we mentioned this before in the first episode, but this is really helpful if you want to start thinking in English. For example, put a sticky note on your mirror that says mirror, or on your refrigerator that says fridge.
Yes, that's why every time you see those objects, you're reminded of the English word. It's like turning your home into an English classroom.
That's what I'm trying to say. Turning your home into an English classroom. Here's another tip. Ask yourself simple questions in English throughout the day. For example, what time is it? Or what should I eat for lunch? Then answer in English, even if it's just in your head. Try to do it every single time. It's really helpful.
Oh wow, that's such a good one. And it helps you think faster because you're training your brain to respond in English.
Exactly. That's why I'm trying to give this option to those who like to speak to themselves more. And the next one, though, is a little different. Try expressing your emotions in English. For example, if you're frustrated, say to yourself, I'm so annoyed. Or if you're happy, think, this is amazing.
That's such a great idea. When emotions are involved, the words stick more because you're attaching them to a strong feeling.
That's what I meant, and it makes English feel more personal to you. And of course, immerse yourself in English media, movies, podcasts, YouTube videos. The more English you hear, the easier it becomes to think in English. That's a step that everyone needs to try.
Just make sure you're choosing things that you actually enjoy. If you love comedy, watch English stand-ups. If you're into cooking, watch cooking shows in English. So it depends on what you really like.
Yes, make it fun and you'll stick with it. All right, now it's time for the guided exercise we promised. Lucy, are you ready?
I'm ready. Let's do this.
Okay, here's how it works. I'll describe a situation and I want you, our listeners, to think about how you would respond in English. Ready?
This is going to be fun.
All right. Situation 1. You're in a coffee shop. The barista asks, what would you like to order? What do you say?
I'd say something like, I'd like a cappuccino, please.
Perfect. Now, situation 2. Your friend asks, "What's your plan for the weekend?" How would you respond?
For this one, I might say, I'm planning to relax and watch a movie.
Brilliant. These small exercises train your brain to think in English on the spot. Practice them daily and you'll see huge improvements. Unfortunately, this is the end of the episode. Remember, thinking in English takes time, but with these strategies, you're on your way to fluency.
And don't forget, practice, patience, and persistence are key. You've got this.
Thanks so much for tuning in to English Unlocked. If you found this episode helpful, please like, share, and subscribe. And let us know in the comments what's your favorite way to practice thinking in English. We would love to hear from you.
See you next time.
Bye for now.